They're in traffic. Let's get it started with Brittany Bell.
And it's really going to feel like June today with high temperatures in the upper 70s and the lower 80s right now. Getting off to a cool start in the 40s and the 50s. In Central Park, it's 58 with mostly clear skies. Down to 46 in Danbury. Look at Montgomery, 43 in Toms River. Good morning, 46 for you. So a little cool, even chilly in some areas, but temperatures rebound quickly, warming up after sunrise. Skies are nice and clear, but get ready for hazy sunshine, all thanks to a round of Canadian wildfire smoke. But overall, not having any major impacts on air quality. It's moderate today. So high temperatures climbing the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Plenty of sunshine, even warmer tomorrow with a high of 85 in Central Park. Looking at the upper 80s for portions of New Jersey. And the hottest day comes Thursday. More details coming up. Heather?
All right, Brittany, let's talk about the Southern State Parkway westbound ramp to Corona Avenue. That ramp is closed down with construction. So you can see right over here all of those cones that are set up and the barricades right over there. So just in case you don't know about this yet, use some caution as you go through that spot. George Washington Bridge not doing too badly, getting into the tolls and across the span. You can see the Lincoln Tunnel looks great. Coming down that helix, getting into the tolls, no major issues. Holland Tunnel also a very quiet ride this morning. No major problems as you take it from the New Jersey Turnpike or from your 1 and 9 approach. And we have alternate side of the street parking rules suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Michelle and Charlene, over to you.
All right, thank you both. New overnight, away from weather and traffic, beginning with Brittany Bell and our AccuWeather forecast. Hello.
And good morning. So the warming trend continues today, even though it's still cool at the bus stop with temperatures in the 40s and the 50s this afternoon. We quickly climb into the upper 70s and the lower 80s, 79 in White Plains and 81 in Poughkeepsie. Just a little cooler along the south-facing shoreline thanks to a sea breeze that will form later today. So Brick 75, 77 in Belmar and Toms River. The upper 70s, a bit warmer for Jackson, 81 for you, and Old Bridge up to 82. Moderate air quality, medium to high pollen levels, and UV index of 9, very high. If you have any plans on heading to the beach, a breeze out of the south ranging from 5 to 15 miles per hour, waves 2 to 3 feet, and a low to moderate rip current risk. Heather?
All right, we are looking at our subway status here. Brittany, going on to the 2, the 4, the 6, the L, delays and service changes. So pack your patience. Sinkhole saga continues, but with good news, relief on 80 eastbound exit 34. The 2 lanes have been reopened. Westbound 2 lanes are also available. All lanes are expected to reopen on June 25th. Now, this is a look at the George Washington Bridge, which is moving fine. Inbound traffic left to right, outbound side obviously right to left, so not doing too badly there. Lincoln Tunnel looks great, no major problems. The Holland Tunnel also behaving nicely, and we have alternate side of the street parking rules suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Michelle and Charlene, over to you.
Awesome. All right, let's go to Brittany now as our nice weather continues, I'm assuming.
Yes, and speaking of summer, later this week, high temperatures reach the upper 80s and the lower 90s, and we're also talking about higher humidity, so get ready for that. Right now, it feels pleasant outside, even cool temperatures in the 40s and the 50s in Central Park. It's 58, light winds near 2 miles per hour. Down to 46 in Poughkeepsie, the same in Morristown, and 52 degrees in Bridgeport. So skies are nice and clear, cloud cover well offshore, just a quiet morning all along the East Coast. That's thanks to high pressure. And this is our main weather maker today and the next few days, keeping us quiet as temperatures continue to slowly climb. So today we surge into the upper 70s and the lower 80s. So now we're getting above average, mostly sunny, but the sunshine will be hazy. More about that in just a second. And still hazy this evening and clear with temperatures falling down in the 50s and the 60s. Tomorrow, more sun. We add on temperatures and getting into the low to mid 80s all around the tri-state. So here's a closer look at the smoke tracker showing the Canadian wildfire smoke. More that will spread in throughout this afternoon and this evening. And still hazy early Wednesday, but some of this could try to dissipate late Wednesday into early Thursday. The bigger picture showing high pressure moving offshore and this cold front slowly getting closer, but ahead of this front, southwest flow will continue to push in very warm and humid air. The peak heat comes on Thursday with temperatures in the upper 80s, lower 90s, and higher humidity. So get ready for a sticky summer-like day. On Friday, steamy sunshine. The only thing cooling us down is a chance for a few pop-up showers, but I'm not expecting a washout. We'll see more rain coming in on Saturday. Today up to 80, hazy and warmer. The 70s at the coast thanks to south winds ranging from 6 to 12 miles per hour. That sea breeze keeping things cooler along the south-facing shoreline. 61 tonight, 85 tomorrow, even warmer and a bit more humid. Still looking at hazy sunshine. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, look at these temperatures. Thursday, 89 in the city, 80.
Let's talk about this problem that we are dealing with. This is the Staten Island Expressway. Now, this is going on to the westbound side right at 440. We do have an accident reported. So again, that's westbound. Eastbounders, you may find rubbernecking delays. Southern State Parkway, westbound ramp to Corona Avenue. That ramp is closed down. And you can see where we have these barricades that are set up right over here. So you cannot exit there as a result of that closure. Looking at the Kew Gardens interchange, not doing too badly on the Van Wyck going onto the southbound side. Going northbound, also a pretty good ride there. This is how it looks in front of LaGuardia Airport as far as the Grand Central Parkway is concerned. No major issues to report. You can see that folks are coming in and out of the airport without any major issues as far as drop-off is concerned or picking up. 2, 4, 6, and L trains, we do have delays and service changes, so do prepare for some delays and service changes there. Sinkhole saga, well, it's not as much as a terrible saga as it was. Now we have 2 lanes reopened eastbound, westbound 2 lanes are open, and all lanes are expected to reopen on June 25th. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Charlene and Michelle, over to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Heather.
Minutes away from weather and traffic together. The warming trend continues right now. We're starting out in the 40s and the 50s once again, but look at this afternoon. We get into the upper 70s and the lower 80s. A bit cooler, especially along the south-facing shoreline, thanks to a sea breeze, but we'll see hazy sunshine. Tonight, we drop down into the 40s and the 50s, the 60s in the city, and look at tomorrow, up to 85. 89 by Thursday. Heather?
All right, Brittany, let's talk subway status. The 2, 4, 6, A, L, and S trains, they all have delays and service changes. Staten Island Expressway going westbound right at 440. That's where we do have an accident. This is a look at the New Jersey Turnpike right in front of Newark Airport. No major issues to report on the Turnpike. The Garden State Parkway is also checking in with no major issues. Southern State Parkway westbound ramp to Corona Avenue remains closed. This is an ongoing construction project. You can see those barricades set up right over there. No major issues at the Kew Gardens interchange. Van Wyck Expressway going southbound. That's the headlights. Northbound side, no major problems. And then taking a look at the Grand Central Parkway in front of LaGuardia, also a quiet ride. Hopefully it stays this way. Street cleaning rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Michelle and Charlene, over to you.
Heather and Brittany.
On this Tuesday, June 3rd.
We are here.
We are.
And we
I'm getting there.
We're hoping to get out the door.
Yeah. Well, if you are going out the door, as far as traffic is concerned, it's pretty quiet this morning, and I just blew it for everybody. So
I know. Why are you going to knock?
I know. Thank you, Brittany.
Yes.
Really saved the day.
That's what we got to do. Speaking of saving the day, I mean, another good one, huh?
Yeah, warmer temperatures near 80 degrees. We'll get closer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Are you ready for the 90s? Yes, I'm always ready.
Bring it on.
Okay, so we get a little bit of everything this week. But today, temperatures, the upper 70s, lower 80s. Right now, it's not too bad. We're in the 40s and the 50s. Stepping outside at 57 in Central Park, nice and clear. You can already see some of that haze in the background. Temperatures in the 40s and the 50s all around the area. It's a little chilly in Montgomery, 41 for you, 46 in Toms River, and 53 in Islip. Skies are clear, and we stay sunny, but get ready for hazy sunshine because of Canadian wildfire smoke, but at least no major changes to our air quality. It's forecast to get to moderate 54, and that's in that zone. So heading throughout this afternoon, topping out near 80, mostly sunny, even warmer tomorrow, up to 85. Some portions of interior New Jersey making a run for the upper 80s. Thursday will be the hottest day of the week. More details coming up. Heather?
All right, Brittany, let's talk about the sinkhole, shall we? So we have eastbound side at exit 34, 2 lanes reopen, and westbound 2 lanes have been reopened, and all lanes are expected to reopen by June 25th. So we will definitely keep our eye on that. Then we are looking at the Bronx River Park.
You're never more than 7 minutes away from weather and traffic together. Cool once again at the bus stop. We're starting out in the 40s and the 50s, but check out this afternoon. We warm up nicely, reaching the upper 70s and the lower 80s across most of the tri-state. But it will be cooler, especially for Suffolk County and along the coast, thanks to a south cooler sea breeze. Fire Island only up up to 66. Brookhaven 75, Montauk 75 compared to 78 degrees in Smithtown. Moderate air quality, medium to high pollen levels, and UV index of 9. Pleasant weather for the Yankees game this evening around first pitch, 74 towards the upper 60s by the late innings. Look at tomorrow, up to 85, hazy sunshine once again, and near 90 degrees on Thursday. But Friday we start to cool down a tad, and we introduce a chance for a few showers. Of your full 7-day forecast coming up. Heather?
All right, Brittany, let's talk about the Staten Island Expressway. Staten Island Expressway. I can't see the accident on camera, but it is westbound right near Route 440, and I understand that there are 2 lanes blocked off through that area. This is a look at the Alexander Hamilton Bridge coming off the George Washington Bridge. Not a bad ride. Looking at the FDR Drive, you can see that that is doing okay in both directions. And then going here onto the Bronx River Parkway North, right near the Cross Bronx Expressway, you can see that construction that is still set up. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Shirlene and Michelle, over to you.
All right, let's get our check of our forecast. We got Brittany here, and our stint with summer
Right?
is on.
I feel a beach day in our future.
I feel that.
You know, we should take a field
We
trip.
could do something like
Yeah,
that.
producers,
You up
let's
for
make
that?
it happen.
We can do this from the boardwalk.
Yeah, on location.
I would love that.
Yeah, I like it. But this morning,
ideas.
still a little cool. Temperatures are in the 40s and the 50s, but later this week we'll get close to the 90s. A hazy sunrise thanks to some of that Canadian wildfire smoke. Temperatures near 57 in Central Park. Light winds near 2 miles per hour. We're in the 40s and the 50s all across the board. It's 46 in Morristown, Newark up to 56, and 52 in Bridgeport. Winds are lighter, skies are nice and clear, but once again it could be hazy because of smoke higher up in the atmosphere. But at least high pressure is keeping things dry, and that's why it is quiet all along the East Coast. But that could change later this week. Hurricane season recently started. We're now watching an area of low pressure that could form off the coast of North and South Carolina that could become tropical or subtropical later this week. Bottom line, not a direct issue for us, but that could bring extra moisture to coastal sections of the Carolinas later in the week. For us today, things are sunny, temperatures in the upper 70s, lower 80s, and then tonight clear. Once again, tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. It stays hazy, and temperatures warm up into the mid to even upper 80s in some spots. The hottest day comes in on Thursday. I want to show you the smoke tracker. So the higher concentration of smoke continues to spill in throughout this afternoon and this evening, but some of that could dissipate the second half of Wednesday leading into Thursday. When it comes to the bigger picture, high pressure continues to slowly move offshore Thursday, and southwest flow pushing in warmer air. And here's that low pressure I just mentioned that's going to bring heavy rainfall to North and South Carolina. That could move north and try to slow down this cold front that will try to bring us a chance for an isolated shower or storm Thursday into Friday, lasting through Saturday. Saturday will likely be the wettest day of the 7-day forecast, and once this front moves offshore, things should begin to dry out for us on Sunday with temperatures in the 70s. Today, 80, hazy and warmer, the 70s at the coast thanks to a sea breeze. Tonight, 61, mostly clear and hazy at times, and tomorrow, hazy again, but a bit warmer. Temperatures up to 85, southeast winds ranging from 8 to 16 miles per hour. Look at that temperature trend over the next few days, near 90 on Thursday.
The weather gods just make it rain during the week, right? Let's talk about this. You know, if we could just talk to them. Staten Island Expressway west at 440, that's where we do have an accident. It's been out there for a while. I'm not seeing it on camera, but they are reporting that 2 lanes are blocked off. Ed Koch, 59th Street Bridge, Queens-bound lower outer roadway, that is closed until 6 a.m. But you can see that it is moving
down to 41 for you. We're clear and we stay sunny. That haze sticks around with temperatures near 80 degrees. That warm up continues tomorrow with highs in the mid to upper 80s all across the tri-state, and we're in for the peak heat on Thursday with temperatures near 90 degrees. So our rain chances start to go back up on Friday. More details coming up. Heather?
So we have 2 things going Rutherford, New Jersey. We're going to start with this. You can see that this is Route 3 and it's going eastbound, and that ramp getting onto the turnpike, you can see that that is blocked off. You also have that right lane closed down. In addition to that, the ramp from the New Jersey Turnpike getting off at exit 16W, there is a stall there. So you have two separate issues working right in that same area. Staten Island Expressway west at 440, that is an accident. Then we're also looking at the Ed Koch 59th Street Bridge, Queensbound, that lower outer roadway, closed until 6 a.m., but no major issues to report on the bridge itself. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Shirley and Michelle, over to you.
All right. You're never more than 7 minutes away from weather and traffic together. Temperatures in the 40s and the 50s as the kids head to school, but a totally different feel later today. We get up to 80 degrees across most of the tri-state, but it is going to be cooler near the shoreline thanks to a sea breeze. But check out temperatures north of the city. 81 in Port Jervis, up to 77 in Dover and Ramapo. 80 for you with hazy sunshine. So moderate air quality even with that round of Canadian wildfire smoke, medium to high pollen levels, and UV index of 9. If you're heading to the coastline, the beaches, winds out of the south ranging from 5 to 15 miles per hour, waves 2 to 3 feet. Water temperatures in the lower 60s and a low to moderate rip current risk. Tomorrow, 85 and near 90 degrees on Thursday. Heather?
All right, Brittany, we have a stall in Brooklyn. It's on the Gowanus Expressway. It's on the outbound side, right near 38th Street. It is a truck that is stalled out, so it was right over here. So you can see it sitting right there underneath that sign. So everybody is coming down that Gowanus. They have to go around the problem there. So this is going to be an issue. Once you get past that, as you go onto the northeast side of the BQE, no major issues coming inbound at that Brooklyn Bridge. You can see left to right traffic is moving just fine. We had this ramp closed down from Route 3 getting onto the New Jersey Turnpike Western Spur. That ramp has been reopened. We also had a stalled vehicle on the New Jersey Turnpike by 16W. That has been cleared. 280 East exit 15. This is a new accident that is being cleared away. And then the Staten Island Expressway west at 440, we still have that crash. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Shirley and Michelle, back to you.
Grads, you can take advantage of sales all month long. June best bets next.
From weather and traffic, let's get us started with Brittany Bell and our AccuWeather forecast.
And the 80s are back today, as well as hazy sunshine, already getting up to a hazy start this morning because of a round of Canadian wildfire smoke. And the air quality is moderate. The AQI sitting at 58. We should stay moderate lasting throughout this afternoon and this evening. Temperatures are cool, maybe even chilly in some spots. It's down to 41 in Montgomery, 46 in Cold Spring, and good morning in Bridgeport, 50 for you, 52 in Islip, and 55 in Belmar in the city, starting out at 58. Skies are clear. We'll continue to see hazy sunshine with temperatures near 80 degrees. And then tomorrow up to 85. Maybe some spots across New Jersey and the Hudson Valley in the upper 80s. It gets even warmer on Thursday. Your full 7-day forecast coming up. Heather?
All right, Brittany, we are looking at the Staten Island Expressway as you go westbound, getting into 440. That's where we have 2 lanes closed down. This is all because of an accident. Then taking a look at the Gowanus going southwest at 38th Street, we still have this stalled truck. It's sitting right over here. Nobody's on the scene yet to get that cleared away, so you have to pack your patience if you take the Gowanus Expressway or maybe plan for an alternate route. You have 280 eastbound exit 15. There is an accident there. That's causing delays. And then the George Washington Bridge, a bit slow going inbound. Nothing terrible, but you can see a little bit of a slowdown there as you head onto that upper level especially. Lincoln Tunnel, you're starting to pick up a very, very minor delay there in the Holland Tunnel. Your heaviest approach at this point is 1 and 9. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended.
Because that's happened. We saw that yesterday.
As we reported.
Right. All right. Never more than 7 minutes away. Thank you, gentlemen. From weather and traffic, Brittany Bell, take it.
Thank you. That video was crazy. So hopefully no drama as you get the kids ready for school this morning. Temperatures are in the 40s and the 50s at the bus stop, but we quickly warm up into the upper 70s and the lower 80s. These numbers are actually above average for this time of the year. But a sea breeze will keep temperatures cooler, especially along the south-facing shoreline, down in the 60s and the 70s. So for Nassau County, Long Beach 73, Freeport 75 compared to 78 degrees in Syosset. Moderate air quality, medium to high pollen levels. levels and UV index of 9. Nice weather for the Yankees game this evening. Temperatures by first pitch near 74, the upper 60s towards the late innings. Tomorrow up to 85. Hazy sunshine continues and near 90 degrees on Thursday. That's the hottest day of the week. We start to cool down on Friday, all thanks to a chance for showers that will stick around through Saturday. More details about our rain chances coming up. Heather?
All right, Brittany, let's take a look at Brooklyn first. We have the Gowanus going southwest or outbound at 38th Street. That's where we do have this stalled truck. It's sitting right over here. We still don't have police or tow on the scene of that, so causing some really heavy delays. Once you get past that, if your plan is to go onto the Staten Island Expressway, Newscopter 7 is up above an accident. We'll check in now with John Bell. Good morning, John.
Still some delays, though, working themselves out.
All right, that's some great news. Thank you for that. This is how it looks on the New Jersey Turnpike right in front of Newark Airport. No major issues to report on the Turnpike. An alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Michelle and Charlene, over to you.
At 9
on ABC 7.
At ShopRite, we give back here. To date, we've donated over $40 million to local charities. Join us as we shoot for another $1.5 million in donations this year as a proud sponsor of the ShopRite LPGA Classic. ShopRite, we are here.
$500 for any military. They've worked really hard over the years, and want to make sure they're rewarded in some type of way.
Just remember, to take advantage of a lot of these rebates, you're going to have to prove that you recently graduated. So bring that diploma or your transcript before you come to the dealership. In Midtown, 𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓿𝓮, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
A massive eruption at Mount Etna surprised tourists. About 40 people were on the volcano in Italy when a plume of high-temperature gases, ash, and rock shot toward the sky. Very scary and stunning image. Look at that. No one was hurt, thankfully. But experts say although explosions are still increasing in intensity, the mountain is spewing out a very small amount of lava and fire. Mount Etna is one of the world's most active volcanoes, but there hasn't been an eruption of this magnitude since 2014. Our friends at Good Morning America all over it. They spoke with a Brooklyn couple who witnessed it all.
$500 for any military. They've worked really hard over the years, and want to make sure they're rewarded in some type of way.
Just remember, to take advantage of a lot of these rebates, you're going to have to prove that you recently graduated. So bring that diploma or your transcript before you come to the dealership. In Midtown, 𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓿𝓮, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
A massive eruption at Mount Etna surprised tourists. About 40 people were on the volcano in Italy when a plume of high-temperature gases, ash, and rock shot toward the sky. Very scary and stunning image. Look at that. No one was hurt, thankfully. But experts say although explosions are still increasing in intensity, the mountain is spewing out a very small amount of lava and fire. Mount Etna is one of the world's most active volcanoes, but there hasn't been an eruption of this magnitude since 2014. Our friends at Good Morning America all over it. They spoke with a Brooklyn couple who witnessed it all.
Just not the case. So
you can watch more about this coming up on GMA starting at 7 a.m.
She's keeping it real.
Yeah. That is a real couple right there.
Oh, what
Pompeii. What?
Like, how about not?
No.
That would be my luck.
Right.
Have you ever gone?
No, I have not been to Mount Etna.
I haven't either.
And I'm not planning now. I'll just watch it on X.
I do want to see a volcano.
Yes.
But from a safe distance.
You did say you wanted
from
to.
A safe
Amazing.
distance.
Right.
Away.
Emphasis on safe.
Right.
I don't think we need to leave town. Not this week.
No, especially later this week. Temperatures in the upper 80s and lower 90s. Not to complain already, but it might get a little humid too. What? With dew points in the 60s, making it feel more like summer. But this morning, the big story, hazy sunshine, all thanks to another round of Canadian wildfire smoke. But overall, air quality isn't too bad because most of the smoke is elevated far up in the atmosphere away from the surface. So the air quality index in the city is 58. That puts us in the moderate zone. I want to start by showing you the smoke tracker. We'll see a higher concentration of smoke coming in late this afternoon throughout this evening. That could stick around through tomorrow morning, but some of this will dissipate midday Wednesday, lasting into Thursday. We're stepping outside to the 40s and the 50s, so it is on the cooler side. 45 in Poughkeepsie. Good morning in Bridgeport. 50 for you, and 46 degrees in Morristown. Skies are clear. We'll see plenty of sunshine all across the area. More of the same all down the East Coast thanks to high pressure. But an area of low pressure could form in the same region later this week, and that has a 10% chance of turning tropical. So that's not going to bring any direct impacts to us this week, but it could help to slow down a cold front that will bring us a chance for rainfall Friday into Saturday. But today we're dry, sunny, hazy, high temperatures upper 70s, lower 80s, but cooler along the coastline thanks to a sea breeze. Tonight dipping down in the 50s and the 60s. Hazy sun again tomorrow with warmer high temperatures in the mid to even upper 80s. The hottest day Thursday, highs near 90 degrees. The humidity making it feel steamy. Steamy sunshine on Friday, and then we introduce a chance for an isolated shower or storm. I mentioned that area of low pressure that will form near North and South Carolina. That's going to bring them widespread rainfall. As this low tries to move north, it could interact with this approaching cold front, slowing it down. But right now, the timing still has us getting rain Friday into Saturday, especially on Saturday. We need that out of here just in time for Sunday for the Puerto Rican Day Parade. 80 today, mostly sunny, hazy, and warmer, down to 61 tonight, clear, the 50s in the suburbs, and tomorrow, 85, hazy sunshine again. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, the peak heat on Thursday near 90.
Brittany, earlier I was showing you a camera on the Gowanus Expressway with a stalled truck, but we have a better camera to show you here. Newscopter 7 is up above John Del Giorno. Is that truck still there?
From Brooklyn down towards Staten Island, this is what you've got in the way. This actually looks like an airport catering truck, Heather. So it's out here. There's no airplanes inside, I can tell you that much, but this right lane is out of service. This delay goes all the way back up to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel.
I'm glad to see that he has his hazard triangle right behind him. That's a good idea. That's part of your plan today. Let's go to the LIE East right near exit 50. That's where we do have a crash being cleared away. And then taking a look at the Staten Island Expressway west at 440. It's that accident that John Del Giorno was up over earlier. So we have everything pushed off to the shoulder now. Street cleaning rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Michelle and Charlene, over to you.
Hi. And good morning, everyone. So the 80s are back today for most of the tri-state, but also get ready for hazy sunshine. We're seeing that this morning. But at least since most of this wildfire smoke is higher up in the atmosphere, air quality is just moderate. The AQI is at 57. We should stay moderate lasting throughout this afternoon and this evening. Temperatures in the 40s and the 50s. It's 51 in New Dorp, Teterboro 54, Ozone Park 57, and Whitestone 59 for you. Looking at a temperature of 45 in Poughkeepsie and over Good Morning, 46 degrees. Skies are clear. We'll see plenty of hazy sunshine taking us up to temperatures in the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Just a little cooler along the south-facing shoreline, all thanks to a sea breeze. But check out temperatures tomorrow in the mid to upper 80s. And we heat up on Thursday. That's the hottest day of the week, all before rain chances return on Friday. I'll have your full 7-day forecast coming up. Heather?
All right, Brittany, things just got busy in the traffic center. PATH trains, Journal Square to 33rd and Hoboken to 33rd suspended. It's all because of a smoke condition. So New Jersey Transit is cross-honoring PATH at Hoboken and New York Penn Station. We also have the New York State Thruway north at Central Park Avenue. Some activity going on over here. It was a busier scene a couple of minutes ago. We had police on the scene, a couple of lanes blocked off. Now it looks as though just that right shoulder is closed, but just use some caution. Gowanus going outbound southwest right near 38th Street. There is a stalled truck. It's still out there, but the good news is we did have a help truck show up here, so hopefully they will be able to get that cleared away. But in the meantime, you can see how heavy that traffic is coming down the BQE onto the outbound side of the Gowanus. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Charlene and Michelle, over to you.
All right. Thanks so much.
Second, I know we had to talk about an extra snow day. Sorry to put your mind there.
Meantime, I think I'm a kid still, and I think I have the summer off. I'm thinking I got another day.
That'd be nice.
I'm living vicariously.
It's a nice feeling.
I know. Brittany Bell taking a look at the forecast.
Don't rush to grow up, kids.
Right?
But yes, it's going to feel more like summer this week, especially Wednesday into Thursday, with high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, even the 90s. And today, most of us will get in the upper 70s and the lower 80s, 80 in Central Park. Cooler for the Suffolk County and the south-facing shoreline, all thanks to a sea breeze. But check out temperatures in New Jersey, Hackensack 81, Jersey City 80, up to 81 in Elizabeth, and 81 as well in Patterson. Moderate air quality, medium to high pollen levels, and UV index of 9. If you're heading to the beach, south winds ranging from 5 to 15 miles per hour. Waves 2 to 3 feet. Water temperatures in the low 60s and a low to moderate rip current risk. Tomorrow up to 85, near 90 on Thursday. Also Thursday, we crank up the humidity, so it's going to feel quite steamy. Rain chances return, especially Friday into Saturday. More details about that coming up. Heather?
Okay, let's talk about these PATH trains. We have suspensions because of a smoke condition. Journal Square to 33rd and Hoboken to 33rd. But New Jersey Transit is cross-honoring. As you go to the Gowanus heading outbound, and this is right near Industry City, we have a stalled truck. It's right over here. So we're waiting for that to get cleared away. In the meantime, the right lane is blocked off, so everybody has to scooch on over to the left to get around that. LIE east of exit 50, there is an accident. You can see over here that traffic is a bit slow into that area. We're also checking out the New York State Thruway north at Central Park Avenue. That is an accident. It was an earlier accident, a little bit more active earlier, but you can still see that tractor trailer out there. Street cleaning rules suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Michelle and Charlene, over to you.
Rebecca Jarvis, live in Times Square. Good to see you, Rebecca. Good morning.
So great to see you, Charlene. It is great to be with you on this Tuesday. And coming up here, Ginger is tracking the severe storms and deadly flooding putting works. And the battle over seed oils is heating up online. Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Tara Narula is here with a fact check on whether they're okay or not. That is all coming up right here on GMA. Brittany, I do, when I look at my favorite peanut butter, it has seed oils in it. And I wonder, what is this going to mean? 12 years from now, 12 minutes from now?
It's hard to keep up, so I just eat it and hope for the best. All right, Rebecca, we'll see you all in just a few minutes. And Rebecca was talking about that round of Canadian wildfire smoke that's impacting us this morning. That's why the skies are hazy. We'll see hazy sunshine all day. But at least with this batch of smoke, it's very high up in the atmosphere away from the surface. So air quality isn't too tough to take, but it is moderate at 57. Temperatures in the 40s and the 50s. I want to show you the smoke tracker. A higher concentration of smoke comes in later this afternoon throughout this evening and then tomorrow morning. Still hazy, but things could gradually improve Wednesday into early Thursday. We have to wait until a cold front comes in later in the week to clean out the air mass. Temperatures are in the 40s and the 50s. It's 48 in Morristown, Poughkeepsie, 45, and 52 in Islip. So it is a little cool, maybe chilly in some spots, but we warm up quickly. Skies are nice and clear. That means we'll see plenty of sunshine. It is quiet all along the East Coast thanks to high pressure. But an area of low pressure could form in the same neighborhood later this week, just off the coast of North and South Carolina. The National Hurricane Center is watching this location because that low has a 10% chance of becoming tropical. So that's not going to impact us directly, but it could help to slow down a cold front that will bring us some rain Friday and Saturday. Today, dry, hazy sunshine, temperatures in the upper 70s and the lower 80s. Clear tonight and tomorrow. Sunny again, hazy with high temperatures a few degrees warmer in the mid to upper 80s. We get up to near 85 in the city. Some parts of New Jersey could make a run for the 90s tomorrow. The peak heat comes on Thursday. Temperatures near 90 degrees all around the tri-state, maybe a little cooler along the south-facing shoreline. And here's an area of low pressure I was just talking about, bringing more rain in North and South Carolina, even sections of Virginia. As that continues to move to the northeast, that could try to slow down the cold front that gives us some rain Friday into Saturday. But for now, the timing has this front pushing out of here just in time for Sunday. Today, temperatures near 80 degrees. That's above average, hazy. And then tonight, down to 61. The 50s in the suburbs tomorrow, 85, even warmer, and higher humidity. So we'll start to feel a difference when it comes to the moisture tomorrow. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, temperatures.
Brittany. Brittany, we will discuss the PATH train situation. Journal Square to 33rd and Hoboken to 33rd suspended. This is because of a smoke condition. So services running between Newark and the World Trade Center and Hoboken and the World Trade Center. They're also cross-honoring PATH at Hoboken, New York Penn, Bus 126 at Hoboken, and Port Authority Bus Terminal. We also have Newscopter 7 up over this problem. You were up there before, John. Looks like they're making some progress.
Easy for you to say,
Yeah,
Heather.
exactly.
Yes, good morning. They are making some progress here, Heather. You can see, you mentioned before, that heavy-duty tow truck has arrived out here, and it looks like they're just about ready to get this truck out of the way. Again, this is outbound Gowanus Expressway down in Industry City by 38th Street. That right lane has been out of service for about 40 minutes. You see delays wrap up back around the bend and onto the BQE.
And we're looking at, thank you, John. We're also looking at the New York State Thruway North at Central Park Avenue. That's an accident. You can see that the truck is on the side of the roadway and alternate side of the street. Parking rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. Michelle, Charlene, over to you. You want to listen up in case you missed it. Journal Square to 33rd, Hoboken to 33rd, suspended because of a smoke condition. Newark to World Trade Center, Hoboken to World Trade Center, that service is running. There's also cross-honoring going on. PATH at Hoboken, New York Penn Station, bus number 126 at Hoboken, and Port Authority Bus Terminal. As you go to the Gowanus going onto the outbound side, right near 38th Street, we still have this stalled truck that's being cleared away. It's blocking the right lane. 𝓸𝓾𝓽 going north at James Baird State Park. That is an accident. I'm not seeing a lot of delays getting into the area, but just use some caution, especially as you travel along the 𝓸𝓾𝓽. 280 going eastbound. We had an earlier accident. They got that cleared away, but you can still see that we have delays on the eastbound side of 280 getting into that spot. We had delays and service changes along some of our subway lines, so do keep that in mind. Pack your patience. Alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended, but the metered rules are in effect. And today is the pick of the week, isn't it, Brittany? Isn't it, Brittany?
I would say so. Temperatures near 80 degrees. Really, the only weather issue is hazy sunshine because of Canadian wildfire smoke, but air quality is moderate. More of the same tomorrow, 85. Thursday, near 90. Higher humidity, and then a chance for an isolated shower. Friday, we'll see more rainfall Saturday and drying out for Sunday. Charlene, Michelle?
All right, liking that forecast. Got to get rid of that rain for the weekend, though. That's it for us. I'm Charlene Ellicott.
I'm Michelle Charlesworth, Lady Liberty, saying, take today. Oh, it's going to be gorgeous. We have more local news, traffic, and weather coming up in 25 minutes. Good.
Brittany Bell here with the first look at the forecast.
And once you start talking about humidity, that's when things get uncomfortable. So temperatures running above average starting today. The typical high is near 76. We should close in close to 80. Tomorrow, 85, near 90 degrees on Thursday, 86 Friday, and back into the 70s Saturday and Sunday, all thanks to a chance of rainfall due to a cold front. Numbers all across the tri-state are in the 70s. It's 75 in Central Park, 77 in Islip, and 70 degrees in Bridgeport. And skies are clear and sunny, but it is hazy, and that's all because of another round of Canadian wildfire smoke. So I want to change the background to black because you're able to see some of that haze and smoke a little better with this view. And there's a batch of a lighter color, this light white color in Pennsylvania, that's showing smoke getting closer and closer. But at least for now, air quality is good across most of the tri-state except for a pocket of moderate for Union, Middlesex, and northwestern Monmouth County. That could turn to moderate late this afternoon throughout this evening as a higher concentration of smoke spills in, and that will stick around throughout the first half of Wednesday. But later Wednesday, some of this could dissipate. We have to wait until this weekend for a cold front to clean out the air. And speaking of a cold front, that's when rain chances will start to creep back up. Just an isolated shower possible north and west of the city on Thursday. Pop-up showers Friday, not a washout, and more rain Saturday. But most of that should be out of here just in time for Sunday. I'll have your full 7-day forecast coming up. David?
Thank you, Brittany. Closing arguments are underway. Noon until 3
No pressure at all, right?
Wet bomb.
Right.
Yeah.
Thankfully, right now, the weather looks nice, so dry, and temperatures in the 70s. So let's hope that doesn't change. I'm saying that because there's a cold front that's going to come in on Saturday. So we just need that front to come in and move out the way just in time for Sunday.
Okay, I like your attitude.
You're looking at me skeptical.
No, I want you committed to this.
So hoping for nice weather on Sunday. Right now, temperatures are in the 70s. Skies are sunny. It's also hazy with air quality concerns too. But right now, it's not that bad in the city. It's good. But we'll see heavier concentration of smoke coming in late this afternoon throughout this evening. And this is a batch of Canadian wildfire smoke. Thankfully, this will be higher up in the atmosphere, so it is away from the surface. But that will still turn skies hazy, and this will stick around early tomorrow morning. Now, some of this could dissipate late Wednesday into Thursday. We have to wait until Saturday for a lot of this to clear, all thanks to a cold front coming through. Temperatures are in the 70s. It's 77 in Islip, 70 in Bridgeport, and 77 degrees in Newark, and over 74 for you. Skies are clear, but it is hazy, and we're seeing a quiet day all along the East Coast, and that's thanks to high pressure that's settled close by. But in that same neighborhood, we'll be watching an area of low pressure that could form over the next few days. Now, this has a low chance of becoming tropical. This will not have a direct impact on our weather, but it could help to slow down the cold front that will bring us some rainfall Friday into Saturday. Today, no rain to worry about, a lot of sunshine. Temperatures warming up in the upper 70s and the lower 80s, and tonight skies are clear. Tomorrow, more the same, mostly clear and sunny, still hazy, and temperatures will be a few degrees warmer, getting into the mid to upper 80s. Some spots across interior New Jersey and the Hudson Valley could make a run for the upper 80s, maybe even the 90s. We all get close to 90 degrees on Thursday as southwest flow pushes in warm and humid air. It's going to feel like summer with higher humidity, making it feel pretty sticky. And then looking ahead to Friday, steamy sunshine, a chance for a few pop-up showers, not a washout. Now, this is that same area of low pressure I was talking about that will form off the coast of North and South Carolina. It stays well up to the south, but as it moves to the north, it could try to slow down this front. That will bring us a chance for rainfall Friday, especially into Saturday. But for now, the timing is pushing this front out of here by Sunday with a mixture of clouds and sunshine and temperatures in the 70s. Today, we are above average, our typical high near 76. Get ready for temperatures near 80 degrees, hazy and warmer. The 70s closer to the coast due to a sea breeze that will form, pushing in that cooler ocean-influenced air. Tonight, down to 62, mostly clear, hazy at times, the 50s in the suburbs, and tomorrow warming up to 85, and we'll keep hazy sunshine around. Southeast winds ranging from 8 to 16 miles per hour. And we start to crank up the humidity as well by Wednesday. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, temperatures in the upper 80s, near 90 degrees on Thursday. On Friday, 86, still very humid, but we'll have a chance for a few pop-up showers to cool things down. Saturday, more rain and storms, and dry for now. Sunday, temperatures the upper 70s, 77 with a mixture of clouds and sunshine on Monday.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
You have to keep the Puerto Rican prince dry.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. It's not for me, it's for our people.
Whatever.
But I like it that word, too. All right, thanks a lot.
Still to come here on Eyewitness News at noon. The Tony Awards is this week.
In Nyack, the smoke billowing into the air. It's still dark, which means it's burning. Several fire crews on the ground battling this fire. We're going to take a look a little longer, see if we can determine what it is. It obviously is near a residential area. It's a very residential community. I know that much from Nyack. And you can see a lot of trees in the area as well. So it's going to be something for them to get to and be a little something we're going to continue to watch on ABC7NY as well as on air as we get new developments on this building fire in Nyack. We're going to.
And the quiet summer-like weather continues with temperatures already getting close to the 80s early this afternoon. It's also sunny but hazy because of another round of Canadian wildfire smoke. It stays hazy tonight through tomorrow.
So get a little view of the future there.
Yeah, it's a cute little thing.
Yeah.
Little.
Well, they'll get bigger.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. There's money to be made.
Yes.
They will get bigger.
Exactly.
So David is willing to pay you to have good weather on Sunday.
I know. And
Does that work?
You know, we can talk afterwards. Off camera. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so Sunday right now, dry and temperatures in the 70s. Let's hope that holds over the next few days. We'll see our next chance for rainfall Friday, especially Saturday. But right now it's dry and hazy. Temperatures in the 70s, 75 in Central Park. Air quality is good in the city. The air quality index is 36, but that could turn to moderate across most of the tri-state later this afternoon throughout this evening. That's because we'll see a higher concentration of Canadian wildfire smoke coming in, and you can see the smoke forecast showing medium to high levels. But this will be far away from the surface, high up in the atmosphere, very elevated. Still hazy early tomorrow morning, and some of this could dissipate the second half of Wednesday, but we have to wait until a cold front comes in later this week to finally clear out the air. Temperatures are in the 70s. It's 77 in Islip, the same in Wrightstown, and 72 degrees in Montauk. Skies are clear, and it's just quiet all along the East Coast thanks to high pressure. That will change later this week. So we'll be watching the coast off of North and South Carolina because the area of low pressure will form soon near Florida. That will move to the northeast, and it has a low chance of becoming tropical once it gets off the coast of North and South Carolina. Bottom line, this will not have a direct impact on our weather, but it could help to slow down the same cold front that will bring us some rainfall Friday and Saturday. Today, nice and dry, temperatures in the upper 70s, lower 80s. We're clear tonight and tomorrow. Hazy sunshine again. The only difference is that temperatures will be a little bit warmer. Also, you'll notice a difference in the feel. The humidity cranking back up, making it feel a little sticky. Hot and humid on Thursday. Temperatures peaking near 90 degrees for most of the tri-state. And this is that area of low pressure I was just talking about. It moves towards North and South Carolina on Thursday, bringing them a lot of heavy rainfall. It could try to interact with this approaching cold front just depending on how far north it gets, potentially slowing it down. But for now, the timing has this front and area of low pressure out of here in time for Sunday. Today up to 80, our average high near 76, so we're above normal. South winds ranging from 7 to 14 miles per hour. And tonight 62, mostly clear and hazy at times. By tomorrow 85, even warmer, a bit more humid and hazy sunshine. For the rest of the 7-day forecast, Thursday is a peak of the heat. Temperatures near 90 degrees. Still very steamy on Friday, but the only difference is Friday will have a better chance for a few pop-up showers. More rain Saturday, 75, and dry for the Puerto Rican Day Parade on Sunday, 78. Monday, temperatures in the upper 70s with a mixture of clouds and sunshine.
We are really getting our money's worth. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
For Sunday, temperatures in the upper 70s, 77 Monday with a mixture of clouds and sunshine.
I just checked the water temperature, LBI, 59 degrees. We're not ready for that, but I can hang out by the beach.
Yeah.
Get the sun.
You can.
There's a win.
That's the bright side.
That is the bright side. That's going to do it for this edition of Eyewitness News. I'm David Navarro.
I'm 𝓸𝓵𝓲𝓿𝓮 for the entire Eyewitness News team, including Miss Brittany here. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're back this afternoon for Eyewitness News, first at 4.